I mean, for me, it's like become a life dream. It's become like a career-defining dream. Like that's, once I do that, like I think I'll be more satisfied than I've been with anything else I've ever done in climbing. We are in Yosemite National Park, and I am here just kind of reacquainting myself with Golden Gate, trying to touch every pitch again before I try to free climb it in a day. Yosemite Valley is one of the most visited, most famous, most popular national parks in the world, in the country, and one of the most famous places in the world. It's incredibly famous for rock climbing. I feel like it's sort of like the epitome of big wall free climbing. I mean, for me, it's like become a life dream. It's become like a career-defining dream. Like once I do that, I'll be more satisfied than I've been with anything else I've ever done in climbing. So, because the days in Yosemite are so big and we wake up at like 3 in the morning every day, we tend to do one day on, one day off. So every other day we get to rest, which is probably my favorite thing about climbing is rest days. I love sleeping in, and then I really love making pancakes in the morning because on days that I climb, it's too much of a rush to make pancakes, and I love pancakes more than anything. So, rest days are for pancakes. So a lot of people ask us if we have like a sprinter or if we just like live the van life. And the fact is that we do live the van life. It's just slightly different than what you might expect. Because we have Sketchy Betty. She's kind of sketchy, for sure. But she has a lot of room. She's a 1990 Ford Econoline with an Airstream topper. And we've very slowly like fallen in love with her, even though she has a lot of issues. But she does have a full 4-burner stove and an oven, which is probably my favorite thing about her. We bake cookies, we make pizzas. It's pretty good living in Sketchy Betty.
So a regular day on El Cap where we're climbing or rappelling the whole mountain, we're probably going to have 35 to 40 pound packs on the way up. And what that is rope and then equipment that we use to temporarily attach ourselves to the wall, things like cams and nuts. They're called the technical climbing equipment to attach ourselves to the wall, plus lots of food and water, way more water than I would normally carry because the wall is south facing, and that's one of the huge challenges of El Cap. It just bakes in the sun all day long.
Driving back to the valley after a rest day.
Oh, after the best rest day night. We slept 10 hours last night.
Slept 10 hours. But tomorrow morning we have to get up at 3 a.m. again. It's kind of the way it goes. Waking up at 3 in the morning, trying to climb before the sun hits the wall because it's very hot right now. Hopefully the temps get a little bit better in the next few weeks. Yeah, this is where we usually stock up. Well, here and another. There's one more store.
There's a good store in the valley actually. Maybe higher quality than here, but also like not crazy.
But we get done climbing like super late and we're always really tired, so we don't have a whole lot of creativity besides eggs, egg quesadillas, and pizza. What are you doing? It's a little bit after 3 a.m. and we are getting up super early because we're gonna go wrap down El Cap to try to climb 2 pitches before the sun hits them, which is gonna be at like 9:30 or 10. So it's just an early morning.
All spring and summer, I've seen how hard she's been working and climbing on all different types of rock and just getting stronger and stronger. So I had no doubts about that, but I didn't know what the confidence feeling would be being back on dangerous, slippery, run out trad climbing where she got hurt last year and ended up in the ICU. And it's actually just been really good. Like every day feels like she's built on everything she's done over the past year. And it feels really special to be a part of it. Well, we're right on time, 7 a.m. on top of El Cap after a really fast, efficient 2-hour walk up. And so we're well set up for the really big day we're planning. Now, 1,000 feet or so of rappelling and setting fixed lines down to the move pitch. Dun dun dun! Here we go. We are now on ropes, beginning our rappels off the top of El Cap, going down the mountain. So we got a little check we do every time. My harness set up correctly, locked, gree correct, up to a good anchor, 2 bolts, middle mark, down to you, correct, locked. Harness is good. Helmets, feel good?
Yeah.
All right,
Watch
1,
out for
2, leaning back on 3.
1, 2, 3. Watch out for your lip light.
Yep. Good. Oh, there's the edge.
Always scary. Ready? Hate it so much. But we're safe, right? Everything's safe.
So safe. It's okay that I'm over here, right?
Yeah. We're gonna go to the right anyway.
This rock isn't sketchy.
I'm always really scared and intimidated and overwhelmed when I'm here, and that feels much less so this year. For whatever reason, I think it's just experience and just feeling more comfortable on the wall and feeling more familiar with the route and just feeling like I've prepared really well. So I think I have a little more confidence this year, and I think I just feel a little more comfortable and I'm not wasting energy being intimidated and being scared.
I would say my main role this fall is just support with whatever she needs. That might mean a partner on the actual sending day when she tries to climb from bottom to top as fast as she can. But I might not be the best person for that. But right now it's climbing whatever and wherever she wants every day to allow her to get the confidence she needs on the hardest pitches on the wall and just in movement. And doing things like waking up, 20 minutes before every day and making coffee. That's just my job in life, but I really love it. And trying to not be too selfish about my own goals and desires. I'm a climber too. I'm here. There's so much I want to do, and so I think we struggle sometimes. Like, this is her time, and I'm here to support her. But then every now and then, I just really want to go and do this thing, or spend extra time on this pitch that I really want to climb cleanly, or things like that. And so, I think my main job is trying to balance my own personal desires to give this time to Emily. So Em's rappelling down, and this is probably the rappel that keeps most people from doing this even if they wanted to, because if you look down you can see the end of the rope are hanging like 20 feet away from the wall. So if Em just rappelled down right now, she'd end up free hanging in space and wouldn't be able to go down and wouldn't be able to go up, and that would be bad. And so what she's gonna do, I
forgot about the rope protector. Oh well.
Yep.
Just watch it.
Yep. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna kick against the wall, in and out and in and out. And what that's gonna do is let her still touch the wall occasionally instead of free hanging. And then sometimes when she touches the wall, she's going to be in a place where she can place a piece of gear. So she's going to touch the wall, place a piece of gear, clip her rope and my rope into that gear. As she goes down, that's going to keep her a little closer to the wall so she never ends up free hanging. And then when I go down, I've got to take that gear out and take these big swings, but I can do that because she's got my end of the rope. And so when I end up way out free hanging in space, she can pull me back in at the next anchor. Nice job, Em. So she just caught the crack, is placing a piece of gear, and then she'll keep going. Nice. That's why the bolts are high. You're super safe. Yep. Trust yourself. Come on. Really good. Huh?
Yeah, it goes from too narrow to too wide.
Something like this is like climbing a big mountain in the Himalaya. Like, you could prepare all you want and you still need a lot of luck for everything to come together, the right weather, the right day, you're peaking, you're not tired, your partner's there, all these different things. And so I think you can be the best climber on the planet and prepare for years and it can still not happen. So I think that's important to remember. That's why, you know, I don't know the number, maybe 20 people on the planet have freed El Cap in a day. Like, you know, it's a tiny, tiny number. Despite the fact that most people recognize it as a pinnacle of climbing. It takes so much hard work and so much luck. So I think Em's done all the hard work. She's totally ready. She's totally capable. We're still gonna have to get lucky.